Cases are rising
The
sharply.
actual number is thought to be
The death
much
toll
higher
from
than
Ebola
that.
has now reached nearly
The situation
7,000.
is getting out of
And
control.
by December, cases had topped 17,000.
Huge numbers might die, and there was panic. Our response was to come up with these programs very quickly, Kick Ebola and Kick Ebola Live, addressing the information needs of the people in terms of keeping safe, in terms of avoiding Ebola, in terms of where to get help, what to do. We commission reports from reporters stationed around the country, based at local radio stations.
Ebola is new, so people were not trained, so they were saying different things. So we had to bring them together. We trained journalists on behavior change communication, how they can change people's behavior through the radio. The journalists, they don't know the answers. That's why we train them to be the journalists and not the experts.
The consortium was set up because they realized that we had significant gaps in the social mobilization effort in terms of addressing some of the key issues in relation to the Ebola crisis.
Social mobilisation is really referring to the need to give people information about Ebola and the spread of Ebola, but it's more than just information dissemination. It's helping people to explore the issues, understand the issues, and help people to develop their own responses.
We have unique expertise in various areas. BBC Media Action have this long-standing relationship working with partner radio stations across the country, providing training and also supporting them for them to produce local content.
The training we had from our mentors from BBC Media Action, that we should ensure that most of our programs are Ebola responsive programs. Now those that are fighting Ebola, the different organizations, they have areas to meet, like the district task force meeting, social mobilization meeting, where they can share ideas. But how can this information can be relayed to community people? Their only source of information is the radio.
I learned to know what I need from a specific story that makes it worthy to the people. Thank God for BBC Media Action. They trained us to get the people know more about Ebola, sensitize them, try to clear the misconception they're having about this Ebola thing.
So those trainings were very much significant for those radio stations. It has strengthened their capacity. It provides an opportunity, and they also create a platform for them to get some of these local leaders that are trusted and have influence within their communities for them to speak to their people. For example, in Bo, the station manager had to confess to us that because of the training that we provided, they are now able to attract key stakeholders to their radio station to talk on Ebola issues.
People just like to let people talk to them in their local languages. And when you talk to them in their local languages, you give them more opportunity to contribute. They feel that the fight is theirs.
In voice na radio, where you can talk about this Ebola, then where they sing back. I can call them while they listen to the program. I can call her, I say, Mama Gladio, I say, right now, your voice there on. Now they listen, so.
After having our guests in the radio, by opening phone lines, text messages to solicit concerns from these people and take this concern to some of the meetings where we can share this so that action will be taken.
The way that the BBC Media Action worked, I think, is critical, and it isn't really something that could have been recreated by an outside organisation, in fact, because the needs were so huge and so immediate that the benefit of BBC Media Action, having these established relationships, knowing how to work with local partners and knowing how to overcome the many, many challenges related to media production were invaluable, I think, to the response.
I feel ease because I'm respected in my community, because I know I am doing the right thing as a media person. I help my community greatly. I help, especially into this Ebola fight, I help save the life of my people.